Hello, hi, howdy. Welcome to another Forges of Strife Fortnite replay. Someday I'll actually record these as actually playing them. This was actually only me and my son's second match in Chapter 6, Season 1. Did not expect it to go nearly as well as it did. When a new season starts, my first goal personally is to learn all the NPCs, learn all the little good drop spots, figure out what NPCs you can hire, which ones sell whatever weapon works best for me during that particular season. So really that's what we started doing. The story quest hasn't started yet. I think it technically starts tomorrow, so again, just wanting to learn NPCs, learn the map. So we're dropping near one of them right now. We did a little bit of play after this in a creative map and learned a bit more about the tricks of the Typhoon Sword. And I think that's going to be a really, really fun item to have this season. I think it's nice that it does have limited stamina on it, or durability, whichever way you want to say it. So if you use it too much, it'll eventually wear down. You can't rely on it the whole match. We didn't get to see how long I wasn't sure if it was just legendary or mythic version that my son ended up getting, because the game didn't last a lot longer after that. The irony of this whole thing is during this match, I found this little shrine, and this is where I actually got the sword from. I didn't realize it did that. So again, like I said, that's why I like to do originally in a new season, is to look for things like this to learn. And being my normal loot whore, I want to grab every chest and everything I see. Here I'm testing out the sword. I'm loving it. And then shortly after, at some point, my son asked if he can have it. Of course, I let him have it. I figure if we get another one, I'll get the second one. I'll let him have his fun. Find the NPC so we know. I forget what he gives. Oh yeah, he's someone we can fight. I dropped the sword for my son to come grab. And then I figured, since we're decked up and this guy is a a challenge NPC, we're gonna fight him and see if he drops anything good. Letting him have a little bit of practice swipes with the sword, fighting someone. First, I think the turtles are a nice fit for this season. Ninjas and Japanese themed. I'm really looking forward to the Godzilla coming in. I love Godzilla. I'm a big kaiju fan. I was thinking the little orange kid, and then the Gajira. And I've actually based one of my 40k knights off Mechagodzilla. But unfortunately, that's not for a month and a half. I'm still thinking that turtle, I don't know a lot about Japanese culture, but I don't know if that turtle that's popping out of the water is actually just something generic and something later in the story, or if it might actually be related to Moral of the Ancient, because that's what it looks like from Neverending Story. Anyways, here, my scientist curb stomped the NPC. He dropped nothing good. I noticed now that motorcycles are drivable, so of course my son wants to grab that. He was hurt from the fight. I give him a med kit. I swear I'm gonna grab the medic skin next time it's out, because anytime we play together, I'm always making sure we are healed up. I personally would really like to take a trip to Japan sometime. Take my son. There was a zip line we saw that you could like zip right into Godzilla's mouth. That was pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure there's a Godzilla themed hotel. I don't know if it's realistic financially, but dream vacation sometime. I think it's fun to take them. But I actually have to learn a little bit of language at least, or go to more tourist friendly areas. Definitely wouldn't be no Johnny Somali, that's for damn sure. When we were fighting this guy, I actually hit her quite a few times while riding on the bike, which is impressive for me. I was having trouble getting off for some reason. And apparently the shakedown thing, where you can shake a downed teammate, isn't active now, so I don't know if it's going to come back this season, or that was only for remix. I really like it. We'll have to see if it comes back or if it was only for a remix. Honestly, I wasn't a really big fan of remix, but that's because I'm also not really a big fan of rap music myself. I prefer stuff like Iced Earth or Sabaton, or, you know, other bands, not necessarily rap music. I have nothing against it, it's just not my cup of tea. So having a rap-themed interlude, so that's what I'm wondering, is if there's going to be more interlude seasons in between some of the bigger chapters. Because that could be an interesting concept. So here I don't think we've seen much action for a little while. We're just chilling, looting, grabbing stuff. Oh, apparently I don't know if this ever showed before, and maybe I didn't notice, but it shows that my son there already has 4 kills. Oh, it shows his life bar too. That's cool. I think that's new. I just never noticed it before. Which is also entirely possible. So testing out the little spirits the air guy throws you in the air. I could see how that could be useful. Although it could also make you a prone target if someone wants to shoot you out of the air. And I'm running, and I'm running. My son's just going around trying more of the spirits. Oh wow, there's a team right near us. I don't think I knew that. Obviously they probably didn't either, because I'm just on a bike waiting. I know I marked another NPC at this point that we were going to go try to actually get 2-in-1 match. Oh! I don't know if you can see him. Might be hard to see since he is black. This is Lane. He's my senior kitty. He's probably like 16, 17 years old. He's definitely a senior kitty. So he gets all the, well, I give him especially him. If he wants some lap or pedal time, he's getting it. I did not like that pistol, but it was the best weapon I had at the time. I always have to remind my son to use shield items. He likes to not stay topped off, which can sometimes be a little frustrating for me, but we're exchanging some ammo because we've been in lots of fights and we really haven't gotten much good ammo drops. Yes, Doom is still one of my favorite skins. I did earn the Pandorian armor version, but I honestly like this one more. And give him the Mandalorian jetpack just to give him a Mandalorian vibe. I am still working on my cosplay for that. Slowly coming along. I've actually got my chest piece and back plate ordered, waiting for that to come in. My helmet, I would say, is probably 80% done. So I've actually got pads inside of it now, so it sits on my head proper. The targeter I broke off, but I put it back on. I just have to paint it up. Actually, that's really all I have to do is paint up the targeter. And then seal spray it and it should be good to go. Here with you about taking the train. Jumping on the train. Now I'm used to the train, not last season, but the season before last, so it'd be Chapter 5, Season 3, I think, where the two cars connected, and I didn't even think about the little chest you see right there until right here. I was like, oh yeah, these are good. So I opened those two, found one of the masks. I'm still getting used to using the void mask. It lets you teleport around, which is really nice. I don't think the fire one's nearly as helpful. But I didn't even think to check for the two supply crate thing. I don't know, crates or boxes. They remind me of like first aid kits. Really stuck on the wall. Tyler got off the train, so he's trying to catch up. I think he's on a motorcycle right now. We'd actually been on the train in the previous match, and one thing that happens different with the trains this season, and I love getting this rifle, is they actually stop at train stations. So I knew one of two things was going to happen. Either he was going to catch up to the train and be able to get any extra loot off here he needed, or what's going to happen is once the train starts moving again, all the loot that's sitting there is going to fall away from the train. See, there he is trying to catch up right there. But now the loot's starting to fall off the train, so he really doesn't need to get on the train anymore. And that's when I realized there were two more boxes I never opened in there, but there's nothing I could do about it at that point. Don't remember what that exclamation mark was. So here we are fighting. Another team coming out. I normally don't sight a lot. Oh yeah, this guy freaked me out because he's coming at me right with a sword, and I already know how bad that would be. And then his teammate comes up with a sword too, and he is cutting into him. Luckily my son finishes them off. He wants to start going through loot at first, and I have to remind him, hey, get me up so I can heal, then go through loot. He's definitely he can be a bit of a loot fiend himself, more wanting the drops and everything, which is fine. He got me up, we're all good, so I heal up, keeping med supplies on hand all the time. I think I was low on shield potions, obviously that's why I shield up right away. Because then I wanted to go back and get that big shield potion I saw fall off the train earlier. But I don't think I found it. I don't know what the exclamation mark... Oh, that must have been when I was downed. That makes sense. My son is definitely kicking a lot of butt in this match. He did really outstanding. So I just grabbed myself a void mask. We each have one now. We each have a sword. I would have a purple shotgun, that golden assault rifle with a scope, and mech kits, I believe, would be my loadout right now. And at this point, I'm just still learning the map, learning where everything is. I'm not paying attention to how many players are left. So I actually don't realize how far along we are in the match. At this point, my son wants to, I believe, go to the... Yeah, we're going to the new loot island. He definitely gets the hang of the void mask a lot faster than I do. He gets really good at teleporting. Of course, I screw up my first one. I fall and break my ankles, I guess would be the saying. So I have to start healing up again right away, because I don't like not being healed up if I can avoid it. So he's way ahead of me. We have no idea what to expect from the loot island. But remember, last season, you got to be chosen by Doom. So we knew we either had good loot, or here I'm still trying to figure out the void mask. I end up getting the hang of it later, but I definitely fall far behind of my son. I have no idea why I just stopped there. I think I must have heard something or... But still trying to catch up to him. And what we end up finding out is the big, and I think at this point he's already engaged it because he's already up there. I'm trying to figure out how to get up there. Yeah, the big, tall Sucker Punch style boss. I mean, like the big samurai. I mean, he's not gray and dark like the ones in Sucker Punch that Sweet Pea fights at first. Yeah, I saw a team there, but Tyler had already, well, my son, Tyler, had already ran ahead, so I wasn't going to try to engage a team by myself. So I saw the air spirit there, so I was going to use that to get myself thrown up in the air. Hey, look, I actually teleported fairly accurate that time. So I get thrown up into the air. Wasn't even sure I was going to make it. Actually, didn't think I was going to make it. So I get up on top, there's a chest. My son's already engaging the boss. We have no idea what to expect, except he teleports, he is a beast, and my son's trying to instruct him on how to do the teleport so I can get across there. Now we're fighting the boss. And at that point, I think that was right when you just saw Tyler use the sword to throw someone off the island. I'm not sure if that... I think it actually did kill him. Although... Oh yeah, he said he was already knocked when he was down, so the fall would have definitely killed him. At some point I throw it out and make it because I know Tyler needs it. Like I said, this guy is a beast. It wouldn't be so bad if he didn't teleport, right? Yeah, that's when I throw it down to make it for me to use. But then I realized, oh, crap, I need it now. Because I figure as long as one of us is up, we're going to be fine. Because we can get the other person out. Actually, this guy is a tank. He takes so much damage. We finally beat him. I let Tyler get his sword and his mask. I took the medallion. I'm not sure what this guy's medallion does. I'm honestly not sure if I want to try to face this guy solo or not. If I did, I'd want to make sure I had a full inventory. Like 3 med kits and 3 shield potions. So we know the storm's about to close in. Moving on. Again, like I said, I wasn't paying attention to the player count this one. So I didn't realize how few other teams that were actually still alive. I was just trying to do the best we could. And right now, focus on grabbing a bit of loot on the way out. Waiting on the sun to catch up, because I hate us being separated too much. Oh yeah, and I was looking for healing stuff, because I was actually out at that point. I found those kegs. So I wanted to make sure we both healed up as much as possible. Staying ahead of the storm. And we hear fighting up ahead. And we didn't realize this was... Normally when you get near the end of a match, it's usually a couple players hiding in one area. Again, not paying attention, so I get up close. I just start shotgunning inside the teams. And we just start taking people down. My aim is not the best. And then we start to see fire on the side. I start to aim. Hey, I actually got it. Cool. But yep, there was our first victory of the season. So, still have a lot of little tricks to learn about the season, but I'm enjoying it so far. So, hope to see you on the island. Long days and pleasant nights.